So now the question comes up of, well, the woman's bodily autonomy. How
Yeah.
would you address that question?
So bodily autonomy. So this is, I think, the core argument of the pro-choice position, and it says a woman has a right to choose what to do with her own body. And most people on that premise actually agree. And I'd actually submit to somebody, if they're listening to this and they're pro-choice, like on a fundamental level, I agree. And on a personal level, I want the government interfering with your life, not just your body, on as little as possible.
Yeah.
And I don't want to I want to hand over as little as possible responsibility to government and
Yeah.
put more of it on the individual and the family. I think society's healthier that way. So like I'm with you. Like we say bodily autonomy, a woman should have bodily autonomy. I agree with you.
Yeah.
But here's where the whole argument becomes a separate debate. And if somebody who's pro-choice can at least appreciate where this comes from, then they'll understand the pro-life position all of a sudden.
Yeah.
And they'll be able to speak with more integrity to somebody as they have conversations about it.
Yeah.
And so number one, we approve of bodily autonomy.
Yeah.
But the second part about this is, are we talking about one body or two bodies?
Yes.
Are we talking about one individual or two individuals? And then I would just submit to you, and just philosophically, if we are, I'm not saying accept my premise,
Yeah.
but I'm saying if you'll grant this for the sake of argument that we are talking about two bodies,
Yeah.
do we have to consider the rights of two individuals, not just one? And if the answer to that is yes, then you fundamentally agree with the pro-life position.
Yeah.
Now you may not agree that it's the second body. You may not agree that it's the second individual that has rights.
Yeah.
Okay? So I still have to prove that to you. But if you can at least understand the logic of it,
Yeah.
you actually affirm the logic of the pro-life position.
Yeah.
And it's a very simple argument.
Yeah.
And we believe that the right to life is more fundamental than the right to bodily autonomy, especially in natural circumstances. So that's what makes the bodily autonomy argument a bit of a distraction from the core of what's going on, and is that every individual has unique rights endowed by their creator,
Yes.
given by
Yes,
God, stamped with God,
Yep.
created in his image.
Yes, sir. No, that makes sense, and I hope people can see that. Again, being honest and being a person of integrity in addressing these questions, rather than calling pro-lifers or telling someone who's a pro-life, who believes in pro-life, that they believe certain things that they don't, or that, for example, as Steve said, we believe that yes, we have bodily autonomy, but we're also talking about two persons rather than just one.